We're talking about attributes of a good soldier. Probably the most familiar verse to all of us would be this verse in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3, when it speaks of, "Thou therefore endure hardness." That's probably one of the greatest attributes a soldier can have, is this attribute of enduring hardness. The word hardness simply means affliction or to suffer trouble. The word endure means to last, persist, bear, or continue. You know, this book of 2 Timothy has many verses where Paul speaks of this affliction. Chapter 1, verse 8, the latter part, it says, "But be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel, according to the power of God." Verse 12, "For which cause I also suffer these things." We just read in verse 3 about enduring hardness. We look in verse 9, it says, "Wherein I suffer trouble." And verse 12, "We suffer. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him." Chapter 3, "In the last days, we know perilous times will come." Chapter 3, verse 11, "Persecutions and afflictions," Paul said, "which came upon him at Antioch and Iconium." Verse 16 of chapter 4, he says, "But all men forsook me." You know, some big words jump out of those verses to me when it comes to this idea of enduring. The words like trouble, the words bonds, the word suffering, the word persecutions, afflictions, forsaken. Now, that's all part of the Christian life. But the wonderful thing Paul could say at the very end of all this, he said, "I have fought a good fight." What did that mean? He simply endured. You know, nobody enlists in the military with the idea that it's going to be easy. There's going to be difficult times. And the same thing is true for the Christian life. And it's important that all of us understand that regardless of what comes our way, we must, as a good soldier, endure those difficult times.